Hello friends, this is Bilal Haider, and in this video part we are going to learn about another array method that is going to help us in searching multiple items based upon a criteria from an array, just like the map method, right? If you used the map method in your programs and you are scratching your head like, I do not want these undefined values in my result, so how to remove these undefined values, like what can I do with them? I don't want to see this undefined in my result. So let's say if you had 1000 users, right, and you were searching for only for a particular interest, and there were only, let's say, 10 users for that interest in your database, right? And you searched that using map, and it searched them correctly, like it put them the correct values inside your result array, but rest of the values, it it added undefined maybe um, 990 times. So what are we going to do about that? What are we going to do about that? So for exact for to solve that problem, we are actually going to use not map but another JavaScript method which is called filter. Okay, filter works the same way the map does, but filter is not going to put undefined in the rest of the values in our result array. Okay, so let's keep our code the same like we had in our previous video. So we have our users data here, we have 5 users in here. Then what we did, basically we created this logic in here which is going to search for a user for a particular interest. Then we created our own method in here which helps us in searching, but if we use this method we only need to pass in a constant value in it, so it simplifies our search, it simplifies our code basically. So we only need to change one thing in here, change map to filter. Okay, filter works the same way, we can use it on arrays, so we can call it with any array. So filter is going to expect filter is going to expect you that you will pass it in a function, pass it a function, and that function similarly, just like the map, it's going to iterate through all the elements that you have in your array, and it's going to find whatever whatever item matches your search criteria, and it's going to return it to the array, um, which is this one result. Okay, so if I just run this code now, instead of using map I use filter, what you will see that the filter doesn't add undefined in my result array, so it's only going to return me the array with the correct result, and it's going to remove, it's not going to return me anything if it doesn't find anything, if it doesn't find the user based upon my criteria. So what I'm saying is, if it finds something, right, based upon my logic in here, I'm searching for an interest in here, so if it finds the user for that interest, it's going to return it to this result array. If it doesn't find the user for that search criteria, it's not going to return anything, like it's not going to put undefined in it, undefined in my result. So it can be very helpful, right? So um, but map is also helpful. We'll see later on how, but you can use filter instead if you don't want the map, like if you don't want undefined um, littering all your result array. So that was another method that we can use in JavaScript. So we only need to learn how to use it. So the video was very short because I only changed map to filter, and we understand the rest of the things. So let's actually create another method, and let me copy this method here, right? And let me create another method here, and let's call it find users by age. Okay, so now we are passing an age to it, and we are checking our search criteria is age, and it should be greater than or equals to whatever age we will pass to it, right? So it's going to find all the users that are older than the age we will pass to this method. So by making a simple change, by changing our search criteria, by changing our search logic in here, we can do our methods to do whatever we want them to do. So now let me remove this method. We can still use it, but let's use our new method, which is find users by age, and let's pass in 20. Okay, so our search criteria says that we should get all the users that are 20 years old and that are older than 20 years. Okay, so if the user is 20 years old or it's older than 20, so that user we want. Okay, so let me go ahead and run my code in here. So you see it returns me all the users that are more than 20 years old. If I change this to, let's say, 26, so what I'm saying is I only want the users that are more than or equal to 26 years old. So now you'll see it's only going to return me these two users, because in our data set these were the only two users who were at least 26 years old. Okay, so that's how the filter method works. So I guess this is all for this video part. I'll see you in the next time.